All right, good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, May 8th. We're out here in the pit again. We are going to be doing X3 pulls today. That's the workout for today. I feel like just doing X3 yesterday and today. Tomorrow we'll get some burpees in. I did not get up again this morning to do my walk because I was sleeping so dang good. I slept through the alarm again. I am going to take advantage of sleeping so well. Like I said, usually when that alarm goes off, I'm actually, a lot of times I'm waking up 10 minutes before the alarm goes off. Now, changing my diet as drastically as I have been sleeping fantastic. When I went to bed last night, I think I laid down and I was asleep within 5 minutes. I was tired. I was ready to go to sleep. My body was ready, and I slept all through the night. I did not get up once to go to the bathroom, which was fantastic. Now, the bad news is I stepped on the scale again this morning after I got up and went to the bathroom and did my stuff, and I have not dropped an ounce. I am still hanging at 248. I've been between 248 or 247.4 and 249. I've been hanging in that for the past week or so, and I have basically taken all fat out of my diet, and I have reduced my protein down to minimal, and I have upped my carbs. So that's basically the diet that I'm kind of doing right now. And I've actually even taken it more drastic yesterday. I just did a juice fast all day and ate fruit only. I had no protein except for at the end of the night when I have my rice with vegetables, and there is protein in rice and there's a little bit of protein with the vegetables, and it was not a significant amount, and there was no fat with it. So I have reduced my fat. That's the thing I want to reduce, is get the fat out of my body. You wear the fat that you eat. So I'm trying to reduce all of that out of my body, trying to actually kick my metabolism back into gear. My metabolism has been so dead for so long because I've been doing OMAD for years. I've been doing heavy carnivore with heavy fats for so long. My insulin is stuck. My metabolism is stuck. So I'm really trying to find something to kick it into gear. Now, the one thing I've been really happy with changing the diet up is my energy has been up here, with drinking juice, with having carbohydrates for breakfast in the morning, for having carbohydrates in the afternoon, and having carbohydrates for dinner, and no protein. My my energy has been really high. And I'm telling you this now with the diet, so you understand where I'm at. I've been stuck at 148, and I'll put the video up, the thing up here of the scale. You can see that it's been going steady. I know eventually my metabolism is going to kick in and I'm going to start dropping some fat. It's going to work. I know it's going to work. I believe it's going to work. You can't see these people who eat nothing but vegetables all day long and they're skinny, and there's no way that that's not going to happen if I don't continue with this. I'm not worried about losing muscle. I'm not worried about losing that. I'm going to lose some, but I'm not going to lose a great amount of muscle. I'm going to mostly lose fat. And that's what I want to do. So that's where we're at. Still hanging steady, still positive with where I'm going, and I'm going to see how long it's going to take. And I'm just doing juice today. I'm doing juice only. I've mixed some juice up in my Vitamix, and I've got all in some tumblers, and I got it sitting in the refrigerator, and that's all I'm going to have all day long is basically juice. We're doing a juice cleanse, juice fast, whatever you want to call it. High sugar carbohydrate juice today. No protein at all, and no fats, and we're gonna get our workout on. So we'll see how that goes. We're doing deadlifts first, and then I'm gonna do 2 sets of bent rows, one wide and then one reverse close, and then we're gonna do curls, and then we're gonna finish off with squats, and we're done. That's the workout for today. All right, and I am going to use my straps because I have not been doing deadlifts with the X3 for quite a while, and I'm not exactly sure where my grip is, and I want to make sure I get some good steady pulls with that and see how it feels. And like always, I always like the mouthpiece, the mouth guard when I'm doing X3. Really helps me slow down and grit my teeth and really get all up into the pushing or the pulling or whatever. That was 18 pulls with the Serious Steel black band. Heart rate's up, that's good. I haven't done deadlifts like that for about a year now, so that's good. Any deadlifts I've been doing, I've been with a sandbag. So it's different continuing to do deadlifts instead of just picking one up once. Whew. All right, next up, we're gonna do bent rows after we catch our breath and take a 2-minute break. All right, I got it set up here with the Serious Steel blue band. We're gonna do wide bent rows, trying to get a good stretch obviously in the lats, and then we'll come in and we'll do close grip for the second round of bent rows. I have been doing the carnivore, the keto, the OMAD with heavy protein and heavy fats and 0 carbs and 0 sugar and all that stuff for years, for so long, and it did work for, you know, quite a while. It did work for me, but I've hit a stall in my overall physique and my wanting to lose body fat. Eating all that protein is great for gaining muscle, but bodybuilders, when they're doing it, they're doing low fat, they're doing carbs for energy, they're doing the protein for the muscle synthesis. We're doing all that. I'm not trying to build into being huge. I want to lean down as I'm getting older. And so getting rid of this is what I want to get rid of. All of this, get rid of that. So I know that this diet is going to work. It's just going to take about time for my body to finally kick in and the metabolism to start working and my fat start actually being burned up for energy. So, you know what, we're going to continue with this process of eliminating things that I don't need until it starts working, and then we will start adding things back in slowly as I start losing fat and wanting to keep my muscle. So first of all, let's get the metabolism working. All right, so next up, like I said, bent row wide. 20. We got 25 with those, and I went with a lighter band on this because really just concentrating on bringing the elbows behind the back. That's what the lats are responsible for, pulling your elbows behind your back. I really wanted to come up, get to the top of that, and just squeeze those lats, come down slowly, get a good stretch, and come back up. And I wanted to get more reps than if I was to go with a heavier band. So I got 25 reps, that's good. We'll try and work that up to maybe 30, 35 reps before we bring the next band in. All right, so I'm gonna switch the bar out and I'm gonna do supinated bent rows on the next one. All right, we got that set up with the short bar, same band. We're just gonna do supinated on the bent rows. So for my diet today, last night, before I went to bed, I threw a handful of blueberries, handful of dates, 3 bananas, cut up an apple, and what else? Let's see. And then some apple juice, and then some water into the Vitamix. I blended all that up, got it nice and smooth. I put out 3 big mason jars, and I filled them all up, and then what was left of it, I filled it up with apple juice so that they were all the same. So right before I came out here and work out, I drank one of those down, gave 10-15 minutes time for it to settle. You know what? And then I might go in after I work out here and have a little bit of apple juice afterwards to keep that energy going. For lunch, I'm gonna have the 2nd jar, and for dinner, I'm gonna have the 3rd jar. I'm really trying to, like I said, kind of really kick my metabolism up, getting all that sugar in, all the carbohydrates in, and not do the fats and not do the protein. I need to start seeing some weight loss. Once we start seeing the scale dropping down, then I can adjust. So I'm just doing very drastic right now because let me tell you, I like eating, and I've been doing stir-fry rice at night. I've been pre-cooking my rice, throw it in the refrigerator so it's starch resistant, and then I will throw a bunch of vegetables into my wok, and then I'll throw a couple cups of rice in there, mix it all up, throw a little bit of soy sauce on there, and then I will eat. I've been eating that for dinner, and it's fantastic, and I can eat a huge pile of that. And I've actually been reducing that down, so I'm eating smaller amounts and smaller amounts, and this scale has still stayed the exact same. So now today, we're just gonna take it more drastic until we start seeing some movement, and then we will adjust. As I can see the movement with the scale dropping, we'll adjust. All right, so enough talking, let's get some rows. We got 20 with that. Like I said, I really just concentrating on bringing those elbows behind my back, just using my hand as the hooks, not squeezing so much with the arms, and just really coming back with the lats. Whew, okay, we got curls next. I'm gonna do 2 variations. I'm gonna do the wide bar, drag curls. I'm gonna take a slight break, and then we're gonna finish with some forearm curls with the same thing. That's coming up next. Whew. All right, we're set up for the next round. Still doing this Serious Steel Blue Band. We've got the wide bar for wide drag curls. And then we'll do some forearm curls to finish it off. And then we got squats. I'm gonna do two-legged squats to finish it off. I'm thinking at this point, if the wife's not ready to get in the shower yet, I might just throw my weight vest. I got a weight vest on now, and just go for a couple laps around the neighborhood after I finish this off. The difference in working out between the burpees and doing this, you're still getting a lot of muscle fatigue on both. But with the burpees, man, your overall endurance is tasked. You're breathing hard, you're breathing heavy. You're getting all those burpees in. With this, it's just one set, total max. You want to give it everything you got to get that muscle engagement, you know. And obviously, as I could see years ago when I was doing this every day, I made some good gains. And then I wanted to branch out and do burpees and do, you know, ground movement and other things. I got the sandbags now. I need to start adding back in. I really want to do those. I really want to start throwing those sandbags around a couple days a week. But since I'm getting myself mentally back into doing this and not oversleeping my damn alarm because I'm sleeping so well, it's nice to be out here under the sun doing this instead of so early in the morning. I've been kind of getting in the habit of sitting down on my chair in front of the TV in the morning, turn the news on, leave it down low between 7 and 8, and just sipping some coffee and scrolling or adding my video in or whatever and relaxing, because around 8 o'clock is when the wife usually gets up. So I know between when I get up and between 8 o'clock, that's kind of my time. I don't have any needs put on me. I can just chill and let my brain just relax. Once she gets up, it requires a lot of attention. And between what needs to be done for her, and what needs to be done around the house or at the store or whatever we're doing. So a lot of pressure is put on me, and I do get stressed. And that's one of the reasons I think I'm holding on to a lot of cortisol, as I get stressed doing all that. Just trying to relieve all that, keep my energy up. And doing those juice drinks with all the sugar and all the carbs has really kept my energy high all day long. So when it's time for bedtime and I lay down, I'm right into sleep. All right, curls. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh. 20 with that. Really trying to get all the way down, get that full extension, full stretch of the bicep. Trying to keep that bar as close to my body as I can, coming up, squeezing as hard as I can at the top. I have terrible biceps for a bodybuilder, so you're not going to see any gigantic bicep poking out there, but I do have bicep strength. Whew, okay, we're gonna do forearms now. Hey, oh my God. All right, I'll try something. Hammers. Ooh. 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 Whew. All right, we got the arms. Drag curl wide, reverse curl, and then doing the hammers. We're done with that. Last set, we're gonna do front squats, and then we'll see if I have time to go for a walk with my weighted vest. All right, we're set up for the last set. Front squats. I got the wedges in there because my ankle mobility is a standard old white guy mobility. I don't have super flexible ankles, although I am working on making them more flexible. So in order to not put the strain onto the back and the hips where I don't need it, I got the wedges. All right, so I'm gonna get this set, and then we're gonna wrap it up before I see if I can get and go for a walk. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. Ooh, that heavier band. Heart rate going crazy. I need to come out here and put my heart rate monitor on while I do this. See what my heart rate goes to. Whew. I have not done that black band in front squats for probably over a year now. I've been doing the lighter bands with higher reps. So it's good to go back to something heavy and feel that. I can really feel a lot of it in my core as that band is pulling you forward. Really trying to keep that core engaged as I'm going down instead of having that band pulling you forward. Whew. All right, so the goal right now is to lose this. And obviously, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm doing the durianrider Cole Robinson sugar fast, sugar diet. Right now I'm doing the juice fast, what Cole Robin is promoting, and he's saying you'll lose insane amounts of money, of weight. If you can listen to him for a long period of time, you'll hear him say that numerous times with lots of adult language in there. Great motivator. I followed him in the past when he was just doing a snake diet with OMAD, with only eating every couple days or whatever. I've done that before and I saw good gains. I never saw shredded lip, ripped stuff. And if you step on the scale, and I got one of those magic scales that tell you all the bad things about your body, you can see my body fat percentage is 32%. That's not good. I don't want to be there. I would like to be down in the teens, as close to 12, 13 as possible. You know, I think that would be really good. So I'm doing some drastic steps here to try and kick my metabolism into gear and make it start shedding weight. So we will see. Like I said, I was gonna wait until the end of the month, but at this point, I'm at stall city, as Cole likes to call it. So I'm just introducing more juice, no starches. I'm gonna try juice for dinner, no starches, go to bed, wake up, do the same thing until I can see something moving. So that's the goal right now. Although Saturday, we do have our Mother's Day celebration sip and shop at our store. So I will be dishing out wine slushies to the ladies while we're in the store. And those have a lot of sugar in them and some wine and maybe a little bit of vodka. But I might be partaking in a few of those on Saturday. Other than that, I'm sticking with this juice only diet. If I'm gonna eat anything, it's going to be dates, bananas, probably not bananas. I don't want any of the starchy starch. Bananas have some starch. Maybe some dates, maybe a couple apples, maybe an orange, maybe some grapes. If I'm gonna eat anything for dinner or for later on, that's all I'm basically gonna eat. I'm doing juice. I've got 2 more things of juice for today, and I'm gonna finish those before the end of the day. And hopefully I can see the scale start to dip a little bit tomorrow as I continue down this road. So I'm gonna go see if I can get a walk in, a couple trips around the block with my weighted vest on, and then we're going with the day. So get it done, go live your life, and I'll see you next time.